Okay, back in Blender, I've just selected that cube, Shift G and select by type, and that'll select all of these things. I'll change this from scene to visible, and I'll move them to a different layer. So now layer 1 only controls my light and lamp, my light and camera. I'm going to get that roughly where I want it. Control Alt numpad 0 to give me the camera. So that'll do. So I'm going to 7. I'm going to select my lamp. It's the sun. I'm going to rotate it round. Use nodes 1, 3. Back to camera view. Have a quick look at the rendered view. And as you can see, it's not particularly inspiring. Magno 3. To give it a bit of a slightly yellow tint. I'm going to add a floor. Go back to scale mode. Scale up by 20. GZ. GZ. Make it stick on there. Just so I've got something to look at. G Shift Z, so I can move it around but not alter its height. Give that its own, call that ground plane. Give that sort of slightly greeny, darkish thing. Have a look at that. Okie doke. That's fine. In fact, let's make that a principled shader. And now I can make it a green. And slap up the roughness. There we go. Make it a tiny bit metallic, why not? Make it interesting. So that's what we're looking at the moment. World, use nodes, and I'm going to choose an environment texture, and I shall just go to my HDR page and let's pick a nice one. Why not? There we go. Just gives us a bit more in terms of lighting. Okay. Now for all of these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change them from diffuse to principled. And I'll show you the reason why in a minute. So diffuse to principled, diffuse to principled, diffuse to principled. Now why have I done this? That's because with the principled, if you do that and you do Control Shift T, it will let you choose the maps that you want. So metallic, normal, roughness, and that's my base material, and it will try its best to line everything up. So if we do a Z9 now, then you get that look. So let's do it with the rest. Select that, Control Shift T. That was the blue, I think. So we want the blue. That, we want the black, Control Shift T. And that, we want the vent material, Control Shift T. just save that before we go any further. And now if I do it, then we get the colours. That's not quite right though. So what's going on with that? And another advantage of this is you can hold Control Shift and click. So that's got the correct. That's the metallic, yeah. Control Shift click. That's the roughness, that's fine. Control Shift click. That's the normal. Where is the colour? I'm missing the colour. Right, so I'll have to add the colour manually. So Shift A, add texture, image texture, open. I obviously missed that one. Base material, base colour. Oh no, it was blue, wasn't it? Blue base colour. Right. And stick that into vector. And slap that into base colour. Shift select that. And there we go. That's what we want. And if we just take the preview off, let it render out. And you can see there's your final thing within Blender. Let's just bump that up to 2, make it brighter, and let's make the sun brighter as well. That's a bit too bright, no, so 3. Actually no, 2 is alright for that. There's the final result. So that's pretty cool, it has to be said. And all your maps are here, so we can look at the blue base colour, and we can look at the roughness, and look at the metal base colour. That's not too bad because that's just one colour, so you could actually drop that and just, if you wanted to, but that basically is all ready to be used in a game or whatever you want to. So that's all tied. All I would do is I would move that to layer 1. I would invert the selection, select that, Control P, object keep transform, so that when you move this, everything else moves with it. So that's how quick and easy it is to pull it back into Blender and texture it. And I will make sure I upload this particular blend file as well for you to play with. I'll only do that on the thing, I won't attach it to the video, but there you go. Any questions, do let me know, but I do hope all of this helps you some.